Children who read the Jungle Book with great accuracy now understand the printed book as well. The Madias lived mainly on hunting until recently. They had no idea of ploughing and cultivating the land. Their idea of agriculture was casting seed at the beginning of the rains and harvesting whatever grew. The first farming at Hemalkasa was carried out by the Lok Biradari. The people who had roasted mice and crushed ants for food were introduced jawar, bread and vegetables for the first time in their life. Lok Biradari workers then went from house to house distributing seeds for farming. Prakash Bhau himself repaired several hand pumps in Madia villages. Today everywhere you would see the land rich with crops. Prakash Bhau and Lok Biradari workers have virtually fertilized the land with their sweat and toil. Tribals do not understand the law printed in books. When they went to the police station with their disputes, they were cheated. When Prakash Bhau noticed this, he himself began to arbitrate between the two parties. You might witness such a scene in his courtyard at any hour of the day. This is the Lok Adalat, People's Court of the Lok Biradari. It might be easier to win the trust of human beings. How shall we judge the value of this love and affection? Who are the other inmates of Hemalkasa? Just think about it. All these are the kith and kin of Prakash Bhau. The history of this relationship is indeed astonishing. The story of animals who grew on the premises of Lok Biradari, of lions and tiger cubs, of crocodiles, monitor lizards and snakes, of swift deer and lovable monkeys has been immortalized by Vilas Manohar in his book titled Negal. The one who frolicked and romped with Aarti was Negal. He even followed her to the school. Prakash Amte was certainly loved by humans, but ferocious animals too were equally attached to him. What could be the secret of this affection?
The
love offered by all these animals is beyond comparison. I often say the trust offered by these four-legged or legless animals is so much. I don't trust the two-legged animal to that extent. This lust for life that challenges the most venomous creatures must have had a limitless treasure of love at its core. Where there is fear, love can't exist. One who plays with a bandit crate around his neck treats life and death even-handedly. Only he can perform such experiments in love. That is the secret of his love. This huge project that has attracted the affection of both animals and humans has behind it the inspiration of Dr. Prakash and Manda Amte. The cumulative power of several dedicated hands has kept the activity progressing continuously.
आम्ही आज जवळजवळ 25 वर्ष एकत्र काम करत आहोत. आम्ही प्रत्येक जण
We have been working together for almost 25 years now. Each one of us came inspired by Baba or because we wanted to work with him. At that time, this region was more isolated from the other world. There were no means of transport. We came here and settled here automatically. Now, my son is going to join me. Digant, son of Prakash, is already here. We constantly think of the continuation of this work, of the future, not the past. Such is the work, tight-lipped about its success, continuing in a remote corner of Maharashtra, not much known to the Indians even. As the sun descends towards the west, the evening OPD begins. Pishibai, who was operated upon for cancerous growth just 4 hours ago, is sleeping peacefully now. Dalsukh, who had reached the portals of death a few months ago, has been cured of tuberculosis and has come to visit Prakash Bhau together with his father. This is the same touch, charged with the same power of dedication, the same degree of fervor, but it comes from the new generation. Dr. Digant, the son of Prakash Bhau and Manda Tai. He has returned to his chosen land.
लहानपणापासूनच असे बरेचसे पेशंट मी बघत होतो, आई-बाबांना ट्रीट करतानाही बघत होतो.
I had been observing such patients and the way my parents treated them since my childhood. I had made a resolve right then, and it became firm as I grew, that I shall be a doctor and work in this place only. Accordingly, the steps were taken. No attraction enticed me. I don't know why. Maybe it was the pull of this land, but I am here to stay. Henceforth, the nature of this hospital shall remain as it is. As an expansion of it, I have plans of starting a mobile hospital.
ऍक्टिव्हिटी म्हणून मोबाईल हॉस्पिटल सुरू करायचा माझा एक विचार आहे.
Pandu, the boy who grew up with Aniket and Digant, is also going to join them. Now Dr. Pandurang Pungati, a pediatrician. Without being told, without being asked, the third generation has joined hands with Baba. The struggle and sacrifice of 2 generations has been augmented with these young dreams. Now, the path under the feet has become more familiar, more affectionate, like a good friend. It is covered with the petals of appreciation, scented with the fragrance of admiration across the continents, and bedecked with bouquets of awards. The Indian government has honored this dedicated life with the title of Padma Shri. The government of Monaco honored Dr. Prakash and Manda Amte as the Schweitzer couple of India and released this special postage stamp in appreciation. Several such awards have found their path through the deep forests of Hemalkasa to this spot. In a way, the awards themselves have been honored. New dreams have begun to spring from this soil. A new enthusiasm is taking firm root. This is an eve of fulfillment for a father with a fighting spirit.
Bhagwan
Arvind Ghosh had written a postcard, "Turn your back on the world and the entire world shall stand behind you. Go ahead, I have experienced this in my life. I can see Prakash experiencing it. I am the fortunate one indeed. A man of the old generation hands over his charge to the new generation and bids farewell to the world with a grateful heart on his way to the last moment. I have seen this happy succession. All my pains have been exalted in that." Years ago, a destination was fixed. The journey has progressed much further ahead. Yet, there are many miles to go before they sleep. Sometimes in a leisurely moment, they remember the old days. The entire life flits by before their eyes, and the bright light burns on ceaselessly. Countless pains, limitless labor, host of difficulties overcome, everything is beyond restraint. Yet these companions for life, on the strength of their togetherness, are engrossed forever in their chosen mission